And I'm not saying this is a calculated move, but she understands to be in the fame game. You have to give the press something and you have to give the audience something. Pretending your life is perfect, putting yourself on a pedestal, and becoming detached from the people that are paying your wages in essence, who are buying your products, who are paying the subscriptions to watch you. Victoria knows who butters her bread. Although I don't think she thinks of it like that. I don't feel like she's disingenuous. But this is what we never see with Meghan. So if we compare this, it's the whole perfect image in Netflix. There's no vulnerability. There's no accountability. People don't want to see that. And so Victoria Beckham she's just excelled in this. And then you've got The Independent saying how Victoria Beckham pulled off a rebranding many stars would envy. And that's true. And one thing Victoria has done very well, which Meghan and Harry have failed at spectacularly, is Victoria understands you can't be the teacher's pet every day in the mainstream media. And so it's going to go like this. And that's just how it is. Something that the late Queen actually was very, very good at understanding. But Harry and Meghan, especially around the Netflix release and with the leaky stories coming out and that snap him back like an alligator, they don't understand that concept. And so you either get it or you don't. And Victoria Beckham, oh my word, does she get it? And she is reaping the rewards, because I told you that she is very, very clever with keeping the handful of key commercial tabloid hacks on side. And I've told you before in other videos that Clem Moody is at the top of that pyramid at the Sun, and so she's got the relationship with the Beckhams. You are not going to get the Sun writing badly about the Beckhams, and we saw that through the Brooklyn fallout. They were very pro Victoria and David. And so here you have, this is just from today, some headlines, and the Sun are getting content. Content that is clickbait, content that will resonate with people. Everyone is getting everything they never got from Meghan's Netflix show. Brave Victoria Beckham. Brilliant. Candid. Then she talks about feuds. Then she pays a sweet tribute. And it really is just brilliant to see because hard work pays off. And we have Meghan and Harry who like to collect all these little titles and put them in the back, but they don't do the bloody work. And that really annoys me because you cannot be Griffey and think you can excel to the top without putting the hard graft in. And Victoria Beckham has put the hard graft in. You will not find people that have worked for her that don't have a good word to say. You will not find people that have interviewed her and have said she's rude or she's late. It doesn't happen. She knows exactly what she's doing, and there's a reason she's been in this game working consistently for decades. And then you've got, the toxic duo. So Fox News have run a piece. Meghan Markle furious. Victoria Beckham absolutely smashing it. Could not get more positive press if she tried. Folks, welcome back to Lauren the Insider. Today I am talking you through Victoria Beckham's master ass to Meghan. She is just the best at controlling the press, manipulating the press, and getting the result she wants. Now, without further ado, it is my pleasure to show you a little picture of baby me. And I've met Victoria Beckham many times. I would say probably 10 times. Overall, this was on the set of Spice World, and she was lovely. She's always been lovely every time I've met her. I wouldn't say I know her to call her. That would be extreme to exaggerate like that. But I have been at a friend's house for dinner with her. I have met her throughout the industry many, many times. And this is the thing with Victoria Beckham. She is super, super professional, okay? You are not going to get someone slag her off because she knows how the game works. You might remember that Meghan accused Victoria of selling stories on her, because obviously Victoria Beckham really needs to do that. So, I want to remind you of Let Me Find It. This now, it's not a up-to-date piece, but I'm just bringing it up to explain it and to refresh your minds. A new royal biography claims the Sussexes thought Victoria Beckham was leaking stories about them to the press. I don't think Victoria Beckham needs to do this somehow, and it just shows you how crazy Harry and Meghan are. Now, we can all remember what an absolute disaster Meghan Markle's show was. Chrissy Teigen, the bully, came on. Meghan pretended to pick fake flowers and fake vegetables from her rented allotment. Everything about it was grifty, and it didn't resonate with people because we don't like her. She's not genuine, and it's fake. Now, Victoria Beckham she's got an A-star from me in this new Netflix show. Because what she's done is she has shown vulnerability. She's taken accountability. She's done everything that Meghan can't do. And there is no possible way that Meghan can be watching everything that's happening with Victoria Beckham and not be deeply, deeply jealous because Netflix have put everything behind this Victoria Beckham show. So let's have a look at this is Victoria on the red carpet with David. Very clever, black and white, simple, elegant. I love it. I'm a big fan of Victoria Beckham. David Beckham, not so much. I have not forgotten what he said about the honors list when he didn't make it. And I've also not forgotten about Rebecca LSE. And I don't think it's very cool to, cheat on your wife. And I'm not saying allegedly because I want to see, did you even sue Rebecca LSE? I don't think you did. Anyhow, moving on. So, with this premiere, you've got Eva Longoria, who is obviously wearing Victoria Beckham, and the most incredible flower wall behind. This is just how a premiere should be. I love it. Here you've got the family minus Brooklyn and Nicole Peltz. But this is just a masterclass in playing the fame game, and this is what Victoria Beckham does so well. She knows that especially in the UK, there are a handful of journalists that you have to keep sweet in your pocket. The likes of Clemmy Moody at The Sun, the likes of Katie Hind at the Daily Mail. And this is what Victoria does very well. She makes these journalists, and they probably wouldn't admit it, but she makes them feel really special, and they think that they're friends with her. I mean, they're obviously not friends with her. She's not that stupid. She's going to be friends with tabloid journalists, but she knows keep your enemies close. So, play the game. And it is not unusual for celebrities like Victoria Beckham to maybe send them a little item from the clothing range, or invite them on nice press trips and they get access. And that makes all the little tabloid hacks go, oh, sweet. No, she doesn't. She just wants good press coverage. And you know what, Victoria Beckham? I applaud you because, unlike Meghan, what Victoria doesn't do is she doesn't sweat the small stuff. So you don't see her hitting out left, right, center, having tantrums. Victoria Beckham pays her PR to do a job because Victoria knows that she is not an expert within this area. And that's something you see Victoria do a lot. She will either learn the craft like fashion, which she has started from the bottom, and she has incredibly worked her way up, and no one can take that away from her. But when you need some extra help like PR's managers, she pays someone to do that and she delegates it, and she understands that those people have expertise that she does not. That is why the Victoria Beckham media system works like a well-oiled machine, and very rarely do you see it fall out of kilter. With Harry and Meghan, you see it going like this, like a train track going, it's gone off left, right, center. It's just a disaster because they pay a lot of people and they don't take their advice and they micromanage the situation. And any publicist will tell you this is one way to wind a PR up. If you're paying me to do a job, shut up and listen is what most PRs would say. And depending on how much the client's annoying you, you may say it to them as well. So we see Victoria Beckham has got, oh, who's that? Clammy Moody. Clammy Moody, who thinks she's friends with Victoria Beckham, I would say. And the headline is, I'd lost control. Brave Victoria Beckham opens up on crippling eating disorder for first time as she admits, I got very good at lying. Victoria also courageously details her loss of identity while trying to reinvent herself as David's footballing career flourished. Now, this is ding 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 in terms of resonating with people. She is vulnerable. Ding ding. She is like us, kind of. Ding. And she admits fault that she was very good at lying. Ding. And then we go to the subheading where she details her loss of identity. Now, I don't know a woman that I've ever met that hasn't felt a loss of identity at some point. We've all been there, and it's rotten, and it's very hard, and it happens to you a lot when you're a mom. But I know it happens to a lot of other people through menopause or whatever you're going through in your life. And this is so clever of Victoria.